because that's just the kind of bitch I am. I like to search and research and but yes, and then specifically for Black causes, because I know a lot of times like we it takes us to get the word out, and a lot of these I didn't even personally know about until I looked them up. So like this great group of people here. And it says the Coalition of Blacks Against Breast Cancer, and it says it's an organization dedicated to support, education, and outreach to ultimately increase the survival rates of Blacks diagnosed with breast cancer. And so the co-founder wrote a note. Her name is Michelle Halyard, Dr. Michelle Halyard, excuse me. And it says, as co-founder of CBBC, or CBAC, I welcome this opportunity to educate differences in the outcome of breast cancer on people of different races. First, let me stress the fact that CBBC is not an exclusionary organization. We welcome all who want to join us in providing support to survivors of breast cancer and educating the community. We are blessed to have people of all backgrounds volunteer with and support our organization. There are realities, however, about the outcomes of breast cancer in Blacks. Nationally, the survival rates for breast cancer are lower for Blacks than other populations, even in early stage patients. Some of this has to do with access to care, but some has to do with cancer biology and higher prevalence of triple negative breast cancer in Blacks, which has a more aggressive course, which we learned by way of my cousin Shirley. Our organization seeks to impart knowledge to the Black community about breast cancer screening, diagnosis, and treatment. Knowledge is power to improve one's health. I invite you to come and check out our organization and get involved to help with this disease that impacts so many. Our monthly meeting on the third Sunday of each month is free and open to all, and we will have messages that will impact all, regardless of race, creed, or color. Hope to see you there. So, and what I will do is share, of course, their donation link, just like I've shared the other ones in the donation button of this show, and just read one more thing about how they got started. So it says the idea for an initiative focused on the unique circumstances Black patients face pathologically, culturally, and physically came out in about early 2009. Mayo Clinic employees, Dr. Michelle Hayward and Marion Kelly, were discussing the need within the Black community for high quality information on breast cancer. They knew the medical differences like tumor biology, coupled with cultural issues such as hesitation to openly discuss illness, was leading to higher mortality rates. As active members of the Phoenix chapter of the Lynx Inc. and Sigma Pi Phi, Gamma Mu uh, uh, Boule, forgive me if I mispronounced that, but Dr. Halyard and Mr. Kelly enlisted support of the local chapters. The first outreach was an educational program in October of 2009 that was attended by 100 women and men who all agreed that more education and outreach was needed. The next meeting, consisting of about 75 leaders of the Black community, established the formal effort should be launched. The CBBC was introduced in 2010 and since January of 2011 has held annual events and monthly meetings of survivors and those interested in and affected by breast cancer. So shout out to them. Shout out to Dr. Michelle Halyard and shout out to Marion Kelly for putting this together. And I just love the name, baby. It just sounds just strong, powerful. Coalition of Blacks Against Cancer. I love it.
Love it.
And shout out to the links.
Shout out. Can you give me just a little bit more? Is that a fraternity or sorority or just like an organization? I've never heard of the link.
It's like a social club or something.
Yeah, it's like a higher Black society social club / philanthropy organization.
Nice.
It's very exclusive. Kamala, did I say her name right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I believe Kamala is a member as well. She's like one of the most known recent members that I can think of. But yeah, it's a really prominent organization. They've been around for a long time. And during the height of like Black excellence. So we think of like Harlem Renaissance, et cetera, et cetera. They
Oh.
were the power behind making those things happen, fundraising, things of that nature.
Well, thank you. I hate that I didn't know about it. I probably didn't know about it because I'm ratchet, and they probably wouldn't invite me to. I can't even come. You go to the parking lot of their meetings, honey. But I'm
No,
just playing.
you can't join, baby.
But no, shout out to them. I see. I love it. Shout out to the links. Well, we can go ahead and jump right into the tea, honey.
Ooh, tea time.
Yes. Now the first piece of tea I have, so both D'Angelo and Angie Stone's son actually came out to address a false statement that was made on his behalf. So I have this link from Vibe here. Let's say, well, as soon as it wants to load. And while it's loading, you'll all be able to see where it says D'Angelo and Angie Stone's son speaks out, addresses false statement. Okay, here we go. Well, following the tragic news of D'Angelo's death, fans immediately extended prayers and condolences to his eldest son, Michael Archer II, also known under his stage name, Suavo Twain. He has lost both of his parents within a few months of each other. With many scrambling for any information regarding the late crooner's private cancer battle, a false statement surfaced that was supposedly from Archer. However, the 28-year-old artist took to Instagram denouncing the fraudulent claim. I just sat there. Excuse me. I just sat here watching my daddy die after feeling like it was the first time he and I were truly building. Archer shared. He confirmed that D'Angelo was there when I needed him the most after the passing of Mama, but sadly, unfortunately, time ran out. Archer acknowledged the statement that had been circulated, said, I know it wasn't done with malicious intent, but today I'm not in any state of mind to make any statements. I wasn't planning to. He then redirected all inquiries to his manager. Archer is the only child from Angie Stone and D'Angelo, who dated for 4 years. They both went on to have more children from other relationships. After Stones' passing, Archer penned an emotional tribute to his mother, saying, and I think we talked about that here on the show, saying, hey mama, I ain't want nothing, just wanted to say I love you, he wrote. I know you up there enjoying your god body. I hope you got to see grandma and granddaddy. I want you to know how proud I am at the person you are. I want you to know how much you inspired me every single day. You never failed me ever, ever. You were never a burden to me ever. If I had to do it all again, I wouldn't change nothing. Archer praised her for the lessons that I learned from you, noting, I hope to one day be as good to my kids as you were to me. I just wanted you to know that I got it from here. I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to long live you forever. Love you, mama.
Oh,
So that was nice. And it ends with Archer also appeared on MTV's Family Legacy alongside Stone and admitted, I used to try to separate myself from my parents because it always felt like I was fated to be in their shadows forever. But thankfully, long before mama left, I learned to embrace them and their legacy full on.
yeah. Good for him. I'm hoping they
Good.
sue the trucking company that was really responsible for her death. And not the Sprinter van, but the truck that hit the van after the wreck.
Mm-hmm.
That my
Yes,
ex used to
indeed.
work for. Ooh,
Oh, well, we really want to sue they fucking ass, Livingston.
sue him hard, baby. Sue him hard.
Well, who won't be getting sued? Jamie Foxx. Do y'all remember? Because we talked about this. I can't. It was some months ago, but there was like this weird thing that happened with him at a restaurant, and he
Yes.
said like glass hit his
Mm-hmm.
face or scratched his face up. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out there will be no criminal charges, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And you all should see. I just shared this TMZ link. It's Jamie Foxx glass thrower won't be prosecuted. So, the person who allegedly threw a drinking glass at Jamie Foxx inside a famous Beverly Hills restaurant will not face criminal charges. Nathan Hochman, the Los Angeles County District Attorney, declined the case against the alleged glass thrower due to lack of evidence, according to NBC4 LA. We broke the story. Jamie claimed back in December he was hit by a glass at Mr. Chow and suffered a cut to his face, and he wanted to press charges. The build up to the alleged incident included claims that someone used a laser pointer to project a penis onto Jamie's table, where he was celebrating his birthday with a large group of people, including his daughters. As we first told you, the alleged penis laser pointer stunt was organized by members of the Jackass production team who were also eating at the restaurant. And it enraged Jamie, who marched over to tell them to cut it out. And that's when a heavy drinking glass was allegedly thrown. Jamie said he was hit in the face and suffered a cut that needed stitches. The Beverly Hills Police Department investigated and reported that believed they had the person who threw the glass in custody. Incident, Jamie hopped on social media and said, "The devil is a lie. Can't win here. Thank you to everybody that prays for me, but they don't know that you're built for it. The lights have been shining bright." Damn, homie. I don't know. I mean, what?
Isn't that
I
assault?
don't.
I mean, that's
Yes,
assault.
and that is very much assault. And I'm like, did he have? Because what do you mean lack of evidence? I mean, can't you just? Did Jamie have? If he's saying he had to get stitches, I'm sure that maybe there was some medical record of that, or I, I
And
don't know.
what, did no one see who actually threw the glass in the restaurant? I'm thinking there probably was witnesses. Lack of
Just
evidence?
quiet as it's kept, it just sounds like whiteness working like it's supposed to.
Well,
Mm-mm. Well, child, that's that on that. Well, what's not working like it's supposed to, honey, is Mario's apology. But so y'all remember we just talked about him. What was it, Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember, but he was so nasty to a cameraman that was on stage and told him to get the fuck off the stage and act like he wanted to fight him.
mm-hmm.
Well, honey, social media dug up that ass and nostrils had a nerve to try to apologize. And the apology, y'all, is just as what's the word I'm looking for? As phony as you think it would be.
Well, he ain't sorry, and duh, he said what he said. Ugh,
Hmm. Well, this gonna post
colorist.
momentarily. Oh, yeah, well, that part. Well, while this is uploading, because I think my internet is being an asshole today. Fuck you, Spectrum. But anyway, but I'll go ahead and start reading while it's loading. But it says Mario is setting the record straight after a viral moment from his big Fresno fair performance over the weekend had fans on and social media criticizing his actions. And I'm just go straight to the apology itself. He says, and I quote, "People are misinformed about the Fresno situation. No one told us a cameraman was shooting my set. I got to show. I'm sorry. I got to the show 10 minutes before my performance and went on stage. Multiple times while seeing the cameraman through my peripheral, I got distracted and one time almost tripped over speaker trying to make sure I'm not walking in the same direction as him. He was too far downstage. A cameraman is not supposed to be that far downstage unless he's with you and shooting you that close for a reason. It really can throw you off. In the midst of it all, that while in the midst of all that, while walking backstage right, I got frustrated, and that's when I said, "Yo, you got to get the fuck off the stage." I will take accountability for being 0 to 100 type of person, and this is why I stay out the way most of the time. LOL. I never want one recorded incident to wipe away the work I've done as a person to stay out of y'all mouths and the blogs. I've performed under all types of circumstances. I'm a very professional person through and through. Anybody who works with me knows that. To the cameraman, you got caught in the crossfire, my boy, and I'm sorry. You had to experience that. It was nothing personal. You're welcome to come and shoot me on tour. It will be nothing but us tour, and we can do it the right way. To the fans who were triggered, I love you. To you bots, and he put up the middle finger emoji.
Shut the
So,
fuck up.
hey,
Please, all these damn excuses for the way you behaved.
Baby, and y'all, honey, y'all going right in line with the rest of social media because it continues. Social media, however, didn't let Mario's behavior slide. On TikTok, viewers of the incident took to the comment section to let the singer know about himself. Mario, you should be glad someone is still interested in taking photos of you. I'm just saying, you haven't had a hit song since the early 2000s. You need to humble yourself, wrote one person. And another
Hmm.
claimed he hella killed the vibe after that. And then
Well,
somebody,
yeah.
they said, comparing the Baltimore star to Michael Jackson, a third person commented, Michael Jackson was a bigger artist and never did this to anyone, shaking my head. And a fourth added, there's a more respectable way he could have said that. Even if the cameraman was at fault, there's no reason why you speak to another grown man like that. Then he
Right.
walked towards him like he was going to do something, shaking my head.
Exactly.
At the shopping
How
mall.
you know you fucked up with Michael, and even Beyonce does this. They'll sing it out in something, and everybody knows somebody's in trouble, but it don't stop the flow of the show.
No, they never
Mhm.
speak to anyone in that manner. Even if he didn't know the guy was a hide photographer, that's no excuse. It's basically what people are saying, that the behavior was
Yeah.
just, it was not nice. No matter
Well,
who.
exactly. And you knew he was a cameraman, so you know he taking pictures. Like how? Okay, so why you arriving late to not get your instructions? So whose fault is
Right.
that?
Even his rig looked professional. Fans ain't carrying
It-
around no rig like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
right.
Why
Clearly,
wouldn't they
he's
take a picture?
paid, supposed to be there.
A lot of times the
Mhm.
venue owner will pay so they can give advertisement to, what's happening at their venue. He knows
Yeah.
this. This bullshit. Oh,
Meanwhile,
I didn't know.
meanwhile, the Lloyd up there dancing, moving around, ain't bothered the cameraman. Gave him a little show and everything. Now,
Hmm.
how he can act like he got sense and you can't?
He knew he knew what was going on. He knew that guy was hired, but you didn't know. So you did all of that, and still it rang hollow.
Shout out to Lloyd for being a good person.
Okay, with
Yes.
his fine ass.
And
See, when I
okay,
slander Capricorn men, I'm not talking about Lord or LL Cool J.
look, Lloyd with the haircut. I don't know. I'm liking the little haircut.
I'll take him with the haircut, with the hair, honey, on a plane, on a train. I do like green eggs and ham,
Don't get
honey.
Auntie started, please. Please. This is going downhill fast.
Look,
Don't get her started.
look.
I feel it
Lloyd
coming.
said, I'm going to sing my 5 songs that were hits. I'm going
Uh,
to sing them everywhere. And every time I enjoy it when I see it. Oh, until
yeah.
we lost the host, but Auntie's back now.
Yep, I'm sorry. I had to do a quick refresh because for some reason, anytime I tried to share a link or this Mario, so it wasn't even giving me the now we're back. Okay, so I just
Oh
needed to
yeah.
re.
Now it popped up. Yeah.
Look at that little chest. Ew.
Yeah, Mario. That rang hollow, baby. Just. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Keep it moving. All of them excuses. Could have left that in the box
Mm-hmm.
in
He
the
really
drafts,
could
honey.
have.
Yeah. Just
Just like he
apologize.
could have left that letter he wrote trying to defend Tory Lanez, and he could have left that in the box
Ooh, ooh,
Mm.
that
too with
too.
his.
I hate that he is such a great singer too. I mean, can't take the talent away from him. He sings down, but
Yeah.
bad attitude, bad attitude.
Hmm. And didn't he beat on his mama or something like that? I didn't know. I didn't really allegedly. I didn't read the ins and out, but I know him and his mama had like something going on. Like it was a
Didn't he
really
knock
Yeah,
toxic relationship.
knock his girlfriend's teeth out or so? Is that him?
no,
Or
no,
I
that
don't think
was
that's him.
oh,
no, I
somebody else?
think that was Fabulous allegedly. I think that was
Fabulous.
him.
Okay.
He was an abuser, but I think he had a strained relationship with his mom because she was on drugs. I don't know. I
Hmm.
don't remember the story about him putting his hands on her, but I know he had a very strained relationship with
Hmm.
her because of her drug use and being in and out of his life and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, honey, speaking of drug use and being in and out of somebody's life, Britney Spears. So remember how we
Uh,
talked about her
Oh
ex baby
Lord.
daddy yesterday? Her ex husband, baby daddy, the one who pretty much raised her kids. And remember how we did a story yesterday about how he caught her with another woman, blah blah blah.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Well, now he's saying in that same book, and let me get the link here from TMZ. Kevin Federline alleges Britney Spears did cocaine during time she was breastfeeding.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
He's
Is
spilling
this what we
all
doing?
the teas,
Is
the
this what we doing
oolong,
now?
This what
the
we doing, girl.
hibiscus. He's spilling all the teas, baby.
Hmm. Well, Kevin Federline has dropped another bombshell Britney's way, claiming she did cocaine during the same time she was breastfeeding their kids. In an excerpt from his new tell-all, You Thought Obtained by Variety, Federline recalls walking in on her, witnessing her doing coke and getting into a huge fight that led to their divorce. He claimed he caught her doing coke and getting into a huge fight that led to their divorce. He claimed he was supposed to be home for his 2 weeks release party for playing with fire. As we reached the top of the venue, Jamie Spears, Britney's dad, was standing there, Federline writes. I hadn't expected to see him, so I was happy he decided to come to support me. He threw a look my way, shook his head, and motioned to my dressing room door. His expression sat in that flat blank space between disapproval and apprehension, trying to say, she's here and it's not good. He continues, the first thing I saw was Brittany and her young starlet friend snorting a fat line of coke off the table, Federline alleges. Both were wearing these outrageous wigs. Brittany's was electric blue. It was surreal. They didn't even try to hide it. Kevin Federline was on TMZ Live Wednesday and talked about other issues in their marriage, including a secret call she made to her ex, Justin Timberlake, the night before the nuptials. As for the night he allegedly caught Britt doing coke, in the book, he says he begged her not to go home and breastfeed the kids like this. Call your mom or someone. We need to get formula. You can't do this. Brittany's reps gave us a statement yesterday. With the news from Kevin's book breaking once again, he and others are profiting off her, and sadly it comes after child support has ended with Kevin. All she cares about are her kids, Sean Preston and Jaden James, and
Uh,
their well-being during the sensationalism. She detailed her journey in her memoir.
sure.
Mhm.
Did you mention that part?
You know, we know Brittany was sick. Uh, All
It
he been trying
was.
to do
Was
is
it?
is huh?
Mhm.
Was it?
Was y'all, cause y'all know
Well,
how I feel about that
is
girl.
well, she tricked everybody to get off of what you call.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, she's sick. And he is capitalizing off of this, and he got with her, so he thought it was gonna be a paid, you know, situation.
Yeah, it
I
kind of
don't
was
like him.
quiet as a scout. It
Yeah,
kind of. He
he
got
didn't
paid
have.
very
Hey,
well
look,
for what?
Taking care of the kids.
I gotta give it to him. He raised those kids. You didn't hear about him doing nothing bad. You know,
No,
he
right.
did what he was supposed to do. I'm not so sure he got with her for financial reasons. He said they were young. He was really in love with her, and then when he got with her, he realized he was with a sick person. I'm not mad about that. You know,
Mm,
they saying he trying to capitalize, but I think he's just telling his story.
okay, you might
Man,
be
probably
right,
waited
but
to the
I don't
yeah.
like him.
Because I feel like if he was trying to capitalize or whatever, like he probably would have done this like years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
he waited till the both of the boys were grown, and even
Mm-hmm.
the, yes, the timing is a little crazy with the child support being not having to
Well,
pay child support anymore. But
yeah, yeah.
But he
We ain't
waited
getting that
until
money.
they probably already know these things. He's told them, and he said on one of his interviews that the kids wanted him to tell his story. They not
yeah,
surprised by anything that he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm,
not always a financial motive for everyone. I mean, they you can spin it that way, but I don't know that this really
Okay.
applies here. I'm just saying.
I still have never been fond of him. So you could be right, and you made some valid points, but
I guess that'll do it. And another comment, Kevin Federline, come join the daytime tea and spill your tea here. Yes, you should. But before you do, you need to realize that I'm a Moesha fan first, so I will be asking you about Shar Jackson. I will
hmm
be asking you about Shar Jackson.
rightfully so.
So, well, what do we remember? We Akon's wife filing for divorce after them being married for 29 years.
Oh,
So,
Repeat.
baby,
We
she's
lost you
coming
for a
that.
second.
I'm so sorry. You know what? Fuck ass Spectrum. I'm so sick of
no, it wasn't you. It was Moon this time. I heard you.
y'all. Akon
Was it me?
divorce.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, honey, she is coming for that money. She want that manyan, honey. And let me get this link here from, I believe is it All Hip Hop? Yep, from All Hip Hop. And you all should see here, Akon's wife wants millions for the divorce, but court could only find $10,000 in his personal account.
10,000.
And look at the picture they use.
He say, "Psych, jokes on you, bitch."
That scammer is scammy. Ooh.
Uh,
Well, Akon's decades-long marriage has reportedly come to a dramatic end as his wife, Tamika Tiam, filed for divorce and demanded a staggering $1 million in euros. I'm sorry, 1 million in euros. By the way, that's like so $116,240,000 in American dollars. But what shocked many wasn't the amount. It was the alleged discovery that the global superstar had only $10,000 sitting in his personal account. And then they says, "Let me find out Akon is broke." Nah, of course he's not broke. But the court looked further into this. And according to reports, mostly international, the court overseeing the proceedings found that most of Akon's wealth isn't in his own name. Instead, Mama Khan is apparently in control of his fortune. The money is allegedly in her name, and the streets are talking. So Akon has always been admired for his business acumen. Beyond music, he has a reputation as an entrepreneur and philanthropist. Not everything has worked as planned, like Akon City, but the good outweighs the bad. But apparently, the claim of having only $10,000 is not flying with the court. I will tell you, the streets are proud, city boys are way up. Who the hell wrote this article, child? Anyway.
The
what
good
the-
outweighs the
Somebody from
bad.
All Hip Hop.
A
Hmm.
good entrepreneur. The last tone on that.
Look, I ain't want to say nothing.
well, the fact that he was even
Scammers
talking
be
about
scamming, honey.
building a city. I mean, you know, he got more than $10,000. I mean, come on, let's be for real.
Hmm.
Scammers be scamming, baby. He
Do
said,
and
"Oh no, everything's in my mama name."
yep.
Well, can you
It,
And
blame
how
him?
how well, she's been with him for 29 years. Girl, you didn't know that?
mm-mm. Well, it says still in high profile divorces where litigation is reality, things will get complicated. Don't cheer too fast, gents. The court could accuse Akon of building his assets. Remember, from what gather, this is not America we're talking about. The conversation has shifted to whether or not cultural and familial trust practices are common in parts of West Africa. In many African households, wealth is often intertwined with family members, with mothers or elders managing finances on behalf of the group. Needless to say, neither Akon nor Tamika Tiam has publicly commented on the proceedings, so we gossip about it. We must remember these two have been together since the early stages of Akon's career and share several children. Akon is the cornerstone of the money. This divorce could become very interesting. They are indeed. And it says, who wrote? Oh, so Houston Williams. Child, Houston, sit down. Sit down, honey.
Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna get.
that's that on there.
It's gonna get ugly.
It really is. And what he probably gonna do is probably have like his other three remaining wives go jump her or something. And I don't know. But it's gonna get nasty. Allegedly. Allegedly. So, y'all, this next story. So y'all remember what we talked about yesterday, where Kim Zolciak got served in papers outside her son's game, football, whatever sport he was playing, and they came, and I was like, So I think she done found her another big papa, and it was for Cal Mowitz, and we read about him and what he does, and we learned that he has green money. Well, they TMZ confirmed they are a couple, and let me get this link here. So I actually have this story in two parts, honey. So the first one says Kim Zolciak dating man whose estranged wife subpoenaed her in divorce case. Because with the information that we had already, we kind of saw it for what it was. So Kim Zolciak is in a serious relationship, her first since splitting from Corey Bierman. Though it's not without its own drama, because she's dating the guy whose estranged wife subpoenaed her $100 million divorce proceedings. Here's the deal. A woman named Jillian Green sent legal documents to Kim calling on her to provide a deposition in her divorce case with Kyle Mowitz, requested communications between them and other information. Sources with direct knowledge tells us Kim and Kyle are an item, which explains her connection to the divorcing couple. We're told Zolciak and Mowitz started dating in the spring of 2025 in April or May. The two are very happy together, and their relationships is super serious. Our sources say the two spend a ton of time together, but Zolciak still has her own residence where she lives, so don't pack up the U-Haul yet. Worth noting, sources tell us the two only began dating after both had no cheating. And put a pin in it for a minute. We're told Kim waited about 20 months after filing before jumping back into the dating scene. This is Kim's first serious relationship since she separated from Corey, our sources said. So looks like she's getting back on the horse after a tumultuous breakup. According to a deposition from Jillian and Kyle's before. Jillian also testified during the deposition that Kim had nothing to do with the demise of Jillian's and Kyle's marriage. As we told you, Zolciak said she was subpoenaed at her son's school last month. Several months later, she asked Green's team for a confidentiality agreement to protect her and her family from a potential media onslaught. Zolciak filed to squash the subpoena, with her lawyers calling it unreasonable and oppressive. Um, so yeah, I don't know who they're trying to believe. I don't know who the hell they paid at TMZ to try to write this article, but y'all cannot pay me to believe that there was no overlap and no cheating in this relationship. I say that because if there was no overlap or any cheating, then why would Jillian be meeting with Croy in secret, honey? Why would Jillian be meeting in Croy with secret? Because Croy actually tried to warn her. So let me get this other TMZ article. Remember I said I was going to put a pin in it. We're going to do the story in two parts. Baby, when I tell you this is going to get messy. So this next TMZ article, you should see where it says Corey Bierman allegedly reached out to woman to warn her about Kim draining finances. So Croy Bierman reached out to the woman who subpoenaed Kim Zolciak in her divorce case. Jillian Green was deposed in the case back in June, and she testified Croy actually called her to share his Green claimed Bierman told Zolciak would drain money from Kyle, saying Kim already put the groceries from Instacart onto Morris's credit card. Jillian said Croy warned her about Kim's mental state, saying he called her a narcissist with a gambling problem who was never around for her children, assertions which all mirror past legal documents he filed during their divorce proceedings, by the way. Jillian said she met Bierman on one occasion, with the two meeting up at her cousin's house. She said they met there because Croy is a public figure and she didn't want to draw too much attention. At the time of the deposition, Jillian said she and Croy hadn't spoken, and he insisted the two had never been romantically involved. In another bizarre twist, Jillian told her that he sat outside Kyle's house. However, she said she never felt for Kyle's at any point. We broke the story. Zolciak and Mois are now in a serious relationship, which we just went over, which sources say started back in April or May of this year. And it's apparently Kim's first serious relationship since divorcing Croy. The revelation about this new romance came just a few hours after the news broke that Jillian connection to her divorce case in which Kim claimed Green asked for any gifts given or received from Kyle, expenses paid on your behalf by Mr. Mowitz, or any business which he is connected. Money's loaned to you and money's paid to you by Mr. Mowitz or any businesses with which he is connected. We've reached out to Croy for comment. So far, no word back. Hey, when I tell you I love messy white people mess, I love it. Oh, he warned her about what? What do you mean he was sitting outside of the house? If there was no cheating, Croy wouldn't be sitting outside that man's house. So
Yeah,
that's that on that child. Mess.
she's a mess.
A mess indeed. Well, what else is a mess, honey? Speaking of more cheating rumors, so I don't know. Now, have y'all heard anything about this? Because I personally have. I don't know. I'm reading the blogs, honey. But I haven't heard anything about Juvenile's wife. Did y'all hear anything about her supposedly cheating on him?
No.
I saw something briefly yesterday about her basically denying it.
Uh, Yep, and that's what we're going to talk about. Her denying it. So I personally have never heard this. I didn't even know this was a thing. But Vibe did a good story on it. And let me share the link here. And you should see where it says Juvenile's wife breaks silence on cheating rumors in fiery social media post. So Shadonna Jones, the wife of rapper Juvenile, has broken her silence regarding allegations of infidelity and addressed rumors that she had been unfaithful to Juvie in a post on Instagram, vehemently denying any and all claims of disloyalty to her husband while defending her character. Enough with the outrageous rumors. Jones, who Juvenile wed in 2004, wrote in a post in her Instagram page, which is now private. Responding further, Jones dismissed the idea that she would have a sexual relationship with a member of the rodeo rapper's inner circle, professing the strength of their marital bond and outsiders' attempts to use it against them. I have never and would never sleep with anyone that work of just I mean to Jay and know exactly how to hurt him. So I've been under attack from one foot dragger to another with the most belittling character defamed. She went on to defend herself as a woman with standards, dignity, and more, reiterating her infatuation with her husband. So get the fuck out with that sleeping with the employees BS, Jones continued. From day one, Juvie melts my entire soul so another man could never. It remains unclear the origin of the rumors Jones was referencing in her post. While Juvie has seemingly remained mum on the topic, in September, the 400 Degrees rap creator took the time to express his love and adoration for Jones in a post celebrating the couple's 21st wedding anniversary. Says she's the love of my life, my day one forever. I wouldn't trade this for nothing. That's sweet. So my thing is, I look, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm just saying, honey, where there's smoke, there's fire. And it was just something that she said, even though she said, another man could never, it was just something, words mean things. And this, what she say? I have never and would never sleep with anyone that works or hang with my man. Hmm. That sounds very specific. So hey, I ain't saying, but hey, look, y'all know how I feel about women being in male-dominated fields. So I'm saying, girl, go forward. However, I mean, girl, for
Those
you to come
words
out and deny,
after the words
yeah,
after anyone, like you could have left them words off, like that work with your man. Oh, okay.
mhm.
Go ahead, Quinn.
Oh, Quinn had her hand up.
I thought I heard her say something.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
I was gonna say, so that means you would sleep with other men that don't work with your husband,
Like
that
Auntie said,
aren't friends with him. I
that
mean,
sounds
that's,
very, very specific.
I mean,
no, I'm just saying,
you left that
Shadon,
open
honey, where
for
there's smoke, there's fire.
you left that open for interpretation. You could have just said, I would never sleep with another man, or I would never sleep with anybody. I would never cheat on my husband. Period. That's it.
Well, and I hope y'all can hear me because I know my mic was kind of going out a bit, so please forgive me. Well, that's that on that, child. I'm sure we probably gonna. I don't think we have last of this. I think maybe some news is going to break.
I hope not.
So
That kind of
we'll
sucks.
see. Agreed. Well, what doesn't suck, honey, is Simone Biles' new boobs, honey. She said, "Look at these titties, honey."
Oh,
What?
she got boot. Oh, she said, I ain't doing no more Olympics. Let me get some titties.
She got boobs, honey. So, and let me.
Well, good
I have
for
this
her.
TMZ article. Yep. Simone Biles confirms boob job in return to tumbling. So, I mean, her, she still can flip. I don't know if this is going to maybe. I'm just tumbling. It's about 30 seconds of her tumbling outside and flipping with them new titties, honey.
They're,
I say,
they're not that
I say,
big.
you're right. They're not, and they're very like look very manageable. So let's let that load.
So I actually haven't flipped in a year. Okay. And we're at our new house, so here we go. Woo! Okay, I'll do one more. All right.
Do a triple double.
Absolutely not. I got a cramp.
And you know, my thing is, her husband is such a hater. He is such a hater. Talking about do a triple double, and she said, "Absolutely not. I got a crown." Like, why would you even say? She said she's trying to show the world her new titties, and you sit there trying to be a hater.
Didn't she have a
Well,
baby? I saw her pregnant, but I didn't see any announcement. I know she left
no,
X because of
she
all.
wasn't pregnant, was she?
I thought I saw her pregnant. She look.
I
Let me
don't remember
see.
seeing anything, but you know, I don't follow sports ball, or any sports related things, so I definitely missed that news.
Simone
Mm.
Biles, baby.
I don't think I recall her being pregnant. I feel like I would have known that.
Oh no, she doesn't. I thought I saw her pregnant.
Well, she may not have a baby, but you know what she do have? Them new titties. I love it for
She got
her.
two new
They do
babies.
look good. They do look good. I looked at the article. They look good, girl. Go
They
ahead.
do, and you saw her in the swimsuit and stuff. They look good.
Yeah, they
Why am I
do.
seeing her in photos with a baby?
Oh, I think her
Well, shout
brother.
out to
Her brother had a kid.
Oh, her
Them, I think
brother.
those are her nieces and nephews.
Oh,
Now that you say
uh,
okay,
that, I'm like, you know what?
okay. Well, so she's not done yet. I don't think she said she's quitting gymnastics at all, but you never know with her. But she has nothing left to prove. I wouldn't be mad about it. She does have her own training gym and her own investments. I love that for her because
Hmm.
she got a lot of hate when she was coming up because she was so
mm-hmm.
good from her
They
other
still get it,
teammates that when she was training at those different gyms and stuff, they didn't like her.
and they still don't. They
No,
still be hating,
you do. But you could hate on a goat, but it's still a goat.
especially that one little white girl who who started up all that stuff last year.
Yeah, about the trans people on the swimming team or what running team, whatever team they were on, and Simone was checking her, and that's when she left X because of the backlash from the she got from that bullshit. She left
Yeah.
Twitter.
And the girl tried to say, oh, well, Simone has been just so nasty
Mm,
and blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that.
yeah.
And
Well,
she
you
was a
know, in the
mean
white
girl.
versus black, you know how that went.
Oh, yeah. And it was all around the time with, yeah. So,
So Simone said, "Peace out. Fuck Twitter." I don't blame
I
her.
know that's right.
Don't blame her.
Girl, come back to Twitter. Show them your new titties, honey.
Spread her titties long.
They
Oh,
look good, though, honey. They do look good.
yeah, she got
Mm-mm-mm.
some little bumps. But most gymnasts are flat chested because of all the exercise they do. They have very low body fat, and
Hmm.
Yeah.
their
And they
musculature.
start really young.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, they work them off before they ever develop them.
that part. Yeah. That is
Mm-hmm.
facts.
The girl, be glad. Be glad to have a small chest.
Hmm.
I always wished I had one. Now I do. Is our auntie still there? Auntie, Paige and Auntie.
Sorry, y'all host was having a time, honey. I don't know what the hell was going on with this mic.
You were silent too long. I know something was going on.
Hmm. I'm telling. I think we anybody looking to do a class action against Spectrum asses. If you work from home and your service has been affected, baby, we need to
Yeah, the Spectrum be doing you wrong for sure.
talk.
Spectrum be messing you over.
Yeah, I'd heard it go out for a long time now. So I'm gonna hopefully try to get through this next story, honey, before Spectrum try to set a bitch up. Well, our next story. So y'all favorite color is from Harlem. Uh, I actually had so you remember that how he did get off for when Joe Tacopina got him off for pretty much shooting that dude
Got who off?
at that dude in broad daylight and all of that. Well,
Got
that
who
fight is
off?
not over, honey.
Oh,
ASAP Rocky, y'all favorite color is from Harlem.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Well, that fight is not over because there's a new. So y'all see why I just shared by way of hot new hip hop. ASAP Rally recruits new lawyers amid legal battle with ASAP Rocky.
Is that the person he shot at?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this is why I hope my internet does good because this is a really good story and
okay.
hopefully y'all can hear me.
Yeah, so to set it up again, because I did glitch a little bit. Is ASAP getting a new lawyer or the other person?
The person who was shot at is getting a new lawyer.
Yeah, okay,
Hmm.
okay. All right.
Well, it says this February, a jury found ASAP Rocky not guilty of 2 counts of assault with a semi automatic firearm. His former associate, ASAP Rally, had alleged that he shot at him during a dispute in Los Angeles back in an incredibly emotional moment for both the rapper and his loved ones. Thank you for saving the right, Your Honor. Rocky isn't off the hook entirely, however. Shortly after he was acquitted, Rally decided to move forward with a civil lawsuit against him. He tried to represent himself in court in September as his former legal team walked away after Rocky's criminal trial. Now, per Rolling Stone, he secured 2 new attorneys to represent him as he continues to fight for the justice he and Andrew Robertson, and they've told the court that they are working diligently to prepare. The trial is currently scheduled to begin on January 12th. We haven't received any said yesterday, October 14th. We thought an MSC, which stands for a Mandatory Settlement Conference, would be more helpful to help the parties case. Judge William F. Fahey told both parties to pursue private mediation and gave them until December 10th to find a retired judge to facilitate it. Either you're going to enjoy have a firm trial date about 2 months away. We're going to try to settle this case. So it looks like they want to settle. ASAP's legal team wants to settle with him, and the judge, they're like, well, look, damn it, try to do this shit by December 10th, because if not, then we gotta go to trial. So that's that on that, hun.
Well, Rihanna gonna pay it off anyway. It'll be fine.
Oh,
He got his own money. He's not broke. He might not be as rich as Rihanna, but he's not broke.
He not broke, but Rihanna gonna get that. Just go on. She gonna wipe that. Just don't worry about it. I got it.
Mm-mm.
Allegedly, allegedly.
Right, because she want her man at home, honey. She want her colorist king home. Well, y'all, I got three more stories left, or three and a half, rather. Hopefully, my internet will let me get through them. This next story. So, remember when I was talking about how I did see like some posts about Nicki Minaj and her like a $20 million thing, and she's like at risk of losing her home, but I said I didn't find anybody write about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I actually did just now, and in that process, she's also talking about that lady, Desiree Perez.
Oh Lord.
Well, y'all see where it says here by way of Hot New Hip Hop, Nicki Minaj puts Desiree Perez on blast amidst reports of potential home seizure. That is definitely not being kind to me today.
Oh, yeah. Are you back? Are you good?
Yep, I'm well, yeah, somewhat.
Acting up.
All right, well, y'all should see where it says Nicki Minaj puts Desiree on blast amid reports of potential home seizure. I hope y'all able to hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, recently, U.S. Weekly reported that Nicki Minaj is at risk of losing her $20 million Los Angeles mansion. According to the outlet, this is because a new motion has been filed by Thomas Weidenmuller, a German security guard who sued the FMC and her husband Kenneth Petty in 2021. Weidenmuller alleged that Petty assaulted him at a concert and that Nicki also participated in the alleged attack. Since the couple reportedly didn't respond to the lawsuit, he was awarded a 503,318.02 default judgment. He's not been able to collect it despite multiple attempts, however. This prompted him to suggest the sale of Nicki's home. The property's current fair market value is appraised at $20 million, yielding approximately $6 million in equity beyond the lien and exemption, the motion states. That amount is more than sufficient to satisfy the judgment, plus accrued interest and enforcement costs. Here, there is no doubt that the sale of the dwelling would satisfy the entire judgment, it continues, with millions to spare. And according to Nicki, however, there might be more to the story. This morning, she took the TikTok. Perez, you mad? She wrote. Aha, conspiracy, false imprisonment, civil rights violations, Rock Nation CEO. Aha. She later shared a screenshot of the comment on Twitter, throwing even more jabs at her caption. On TikTok, with the laughing emojis, Desiree Perez, you got bigger fish to fry, Brookie. Conspiracy, false imprisonment, civil rights violations. Oh, Cock Nation, y'all suck. Page 6, US Weekly, laughing my fucking ass off. Nothing you will say will stop what's to come. Cry harder. I think you're going to jail, Desiree. Nope, she alleged. Nikki didn't stop there, however. In a follow up tweet, she took aim at a couple of the outlets that reported on Wyden Miller's latest motion. Dear US Weekly and Page Six, you just fucked yourselves, she claimed. Mm-mm.
Oh, she need help. Poor baby. She need help.
It sounds like financial help. Let me
Look,
stop.
why she over there talking about and that's probably why she coming after them because she thinks she gonna get a payday. How is everybody, all those other celebrities who signed up or signed that thing and did that? None of them have said anything. None of them have made any other issues that publicly that we know about, except for her. I find
Mhm.
that a little odd. And I just something is not she's I feel like she got some mental health issues and she is not addressing them properly.
Yeah, self medicating with that cocaine.
That's what they say.
Allegedly.
About I will never ever get over what Cardi said about her son's favorite color. Five. I will never be over that. That was so funny. I'm sorry.
That was hilarious. Well, in another hilarious story, honey, speaking of Rock Nation CEO Desiree Perez, and y'all know how I feel about that woman.
Oh,
But I must say
okay.
that Harry Belafonte is probably turning over in his grave, honey,
Why?
because she got an award in his honor.
Oh,
Child. Well, I just shared another link from All Hip Hop, and y'all should see where it says Rock Nation CEO Desiree Perez receives Harry Belafonte Social Justice Award from Gathering for Justice organization. Rhyme reciting Dr. Michael Eric Dyson. The sold out event paid tribute to Belafonte's enduring legacy and also celebrated 2 decades of movement building under the leadership of President and CEO Carmen Perez Jordan. Jordan is stepping away from her role at the organization. So it was fitting that that the event also on racial equity. Desiree Perez, mm, who's the CEO of Rock Nation, who received the Harry Belafonte Social legendary actor and activist Danny Glover, recipient of the Legacy Award, and Zakia Shakir Ansari, co-executive director of the Alliance of Quality Education, who accepted the Gathering and Community Award. The latter was a distinction first bestowed on within communities. Desiree Perez received a standing ovation after she delivered a stirring acceptance speech that reflected on purpose, perseverance, preservance, and the legacy of Harry Belafonte. When I received this humbling request, so I don't know if Desiree Perez really talks like this, but in my head she sounds like this, so that's why I'm using this voice. When I received this humbling request to accept this award, I was in a moment of questioning my purpose in social justice work, Perez said. I was asking myself, am I truly making a difference? Does my work have any impact? Do people understand my intent, or is it simply not enough? Do I even have the time? Talk about divinity. You saved my spirit. She continued, it's about everything daily, how I run my company, how I conduct business, and the essence and principles behind my choices and words. Everything counts, regardless of its size. Um, let's see. I think that's pretty much the end of what she quoted because the rest of the story shows pictures and then talks about the history of the 20 years of the impact and all of that. But girl, that's a very interesting choice of words you said, honey. Especially when she said it's about everything we do and and principles behind my choices and words. So we know how business girl. Don't get me started, honey. Allegedly, allegedly. But I ain't even gonna read that hell for today. I ain't gonna do that. But you know, you being watch girl and Harry Belafonte, I know he turning over his grave. Because the kind of shit that she does is everything that he stands against. He was very much a human rights activist, and she has clearly violated her daughter's human rights. Allegedly, allegedly.
When I tell you, do not get on Auntie's bad side. It will not be good for you. Okay.
Because I had a personal experience with that heifer, honey. When she gonna sit there, when after all I did was take a picture from Google that I found that had a license on that was I think it was available to use. But and then you know when you announce it as news, you can kind of get around it. Fun fact. But she actually contacted Getty Images to have them to have Twitter remove the picture that I posted. Okay, girl. Now I believe everything your daughter's saying about your ass. Now of what she's been saying about this woman because she is very shady. Allegedly, allegedly. Well, speaking of shady, or because this kind of goes in with like what Rock Nation and them and they are doing, but Jay Z, honey, what's going on? That y'all, if that sentence confused you, what I just said, good because I was confused too when I heard about it. So let me get this link here from Vibe. And you all should see where it says Jay-Z meets with Sheik in Abu Dhabi to discuss AI and entertainment's future. So it could be nothing, but listen, the growth of artificial intelligence has been polarizing. Some people have rejected it, and others have embraced it. Jay Z recently met with a Sheik in Abu Dhabi to discuss AI and how it will impact the future of entertainment. His Highness Tanoon bin Zayed Al Nahyan shared a photo of the meeting on Twitter yesterday, October 15th. He said, I met with Sean Jay Z Carter, president of Rock Nation, accompanied by Jay Brown, president, and Albert O'Neill Robinson Jr., CEO of Marcy Penn Capital Records, and the technological transformations driven by artificial balance between data protection and creators' rights. His Highness revealed he was interested in helping his city progress with the times. We also addressed Abu Dhabi's service-based economy, artificial intelligence, and advanced technology, enhancing the Emirates' position as a leading global destination for culture, creativity, tourism, and entertainment. Vibe has reached out to Rock Nation for comment. Hove recently attempted to expand his business imprint domestically, in addition to advertising that be overseas. In addition to advising the powers that be overseas. Nine Problems rapper sought to open a casino in Times Square, but the proposal was shot down due to fear of how it could the magic of that location, specifically the Broadway community. And I'm just go ahead and stop there because we talked about that to death, so we don't need to go into it again. But yeah, and let me show Twitter. I said it could be nothing, but I mean, when it comes to Rock Nation and Jason, they allegedly, allegedly.
Leave that man alone.
I'm just saying. Like I said earlier about Miss Shadonna, honey, where there's smoke, there's fire.
A whole
And then we
raging
know his CEO
inferno.
shady as hell.
Yep.
I guess I should say allegedly because you know they help like the sue. So or have you locked up and committed against your anyway.
Oh my God.
Well,
Allegedly.
Literally. Well, anyway, our last story that we're gonna talk about is a video I wanted to share, and hopefully the internet will allow me to play it. Are y'all familiar with the drag queen that goes by the name Trixie Mattel? We've actually talked about her in the show before. I can't
Yeah,
remember why we talked about her, but
I remember her.
so Trixie was on Jimmy Kimmel's show last night, and you know how they do like drag queens reading to the kids and stuff. They did a little skit on there that I just thought was too adorable, and it gives me hope because I think these kids are going to be all right, and maybe these kids are actors, who knows? But I just love the interaction, and it was so funny to see. And give me one. And you all should see where it says, "Watch Drag Race star Trixie Mattel trash Eric Trump book with kids," and ask the kids, "Do I scare any of you?" And those kids were so sweet. But you can give me 1 second. And you all now, are you all seeing my screen or is it blank for y'all?
It's black for me.
Okay. Let's see, it's black for me too. Let me
It's
still
black for me
loading.
too.
Okay, let me stop. Let me delete that latest slide. And let me try to share that again. Spectrum, you will pay for your crimes. I tell you.
Okay, we're gonna have a running list.
Okay.
Now it's showing up
Yay.
because I
Okay,
want
let
to
me go
see
down
it.
to it was so cute. Not they saying view post on Instagram. Lord, now we got to go to Instagram for the shit. Y'all know I hate damn Instagram.
No, you don't.
Okay,
You
let me
starting to
share this
like it. Stop
tab.
playing.
I can't stand it. And I'm only using it so I can get more listeners to this show. Well, okay, it should be coming up. Oh, maybe if I click the
I'm Trixie Mattel. Do I scare any of you?
No. No.
Really?
You just look amazing.
Oh
Why would that be scary?
That is so affirming. Thank you so much. You guys look amazing too.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, I have a whole as of this morning. First up, we have who cares about elderly people?
No. Yeah.
This is collectible spoons of the Third Reich. Okay, would you guys like to read a book by President Trump?
Please.
Whoa, hold up. What about President Trump's least favorite son? Listen, we have to pay respect because this ghostwriter worked really hard on this. Is everybody here potty trained? Matthew, are you potty trained? You don't seem sure. That's okay. Eric isn't potty trained either.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Here's one. Quote from the book. Are you ready?
No. Oh, Lord.
Donaldly unconventional. He's certainly not.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. Instead of skipping this, should skip.
I
won't let it be great.
love your style. I have a Lunchable in the back of my car.
We want folks with pictures.
Okay, there are some pictures. Gosh, I mean, Can I tell you? Over four triumphed in the 2016 campaign and became president of the United States and was suddenly charged with crime imaginable and many unimaginable in the aftermath, question mark, unquote.
That doesn't make any sense.
Adeline, what do you think?
I think I want to say good job for him to being the president.
I think that's really nice of you.
I would kick.
So escalating quickly this evening. So, what if I tell you I have a little science experiment for us? You guys into science?
Yeah. What's your favorite subject?
This might not be a great book, but it's going to make excellent confetti. All right, let's go to happy hour. I have a drink ticket.
I thought that was too cute. I hope y'all was able to see it. I know it froze me like a couple of times, but
No,
I think you were
it's
still able to see the
okay.
gist.
Yes, the kids were funny.
Spectrum, you will pay for your crimes.
Those are facts.
Awkward.
But the kids were hilarious.
They
And you
were.
see how the kids were so um inviting, not like their parents. I'm so worried about somebody dressing like a woman, blah 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 blah. And these kids talk about, oh, you look fabulous, and just very, very accepting, loving, smart,
Hmm.
intuitive children. That gave me hope for these kids out here because these adults, I don't know.
Because kids will definitely tell you when you don't look fabulous. They will not.
Okay, you ain't lying because they will drag you for filth.
These are the babies Whitney Houston was
Amen.
talking about. These are the future. I- Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I have for us today. So before we head out, before we have any tea that I might have missed.
No, I'm good. I don't have none.
All right, y'all. Well, it is always a pleasure. Thank you for taking time to come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow for a live show at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time if you can make it. Also, don't forget about our Politics with Auntie Derek space that is coming on Sunday, October 18th. Please reach out to me. It will be passcode protected. So if you don't have the passcodes, you won't be getting in. And also send us any breast cancer organizations that you have. If not in a survivor, I'd like to hear it. But hit me up wherever you see me online. But in the meantime, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.